Welcome, folks. I am Jaby, Koay, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
Hi.
We're looking at Squid Game Episode 1. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you so much picture-in-picture. If you'd like to watch the entire thing along with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/JabyKoay, and you will need your own Netflix subscription so you can open up the show in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it's like you're watching it with your two favorite pals from the internet. If you're watching this on YouTube, also please subscribe, hit that bell icon, all notifications, and vote this video up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. If you're watching this on Patreon already, thanks so much for supporting us here. All right, shall we jump into Squid Game?
Yes.
Season 1, Episode 1 is called Red Light, Green Light, a game that I played religiously as a kid.
Oh.
However, I think this is going to be a little bit different. Hoping to win easy money, a broke and desperate Ji-hun agrees to take part in an enigmatic game not long into the first round. Unforeseen horrors unfold.
Oh.
So.
It's very epic.
우리 동네에선 그 놀이를 오징어라고 불렀다. 아이들은 무리를 지어 공격과 수비 두 편으로 나뉜다.
What a punk.
무려 오징어의 허리를 가로지르면 자격을 얻는다.
Oh shit. Okay.
암행어사.
오징어 그림의 입구로 모인다.
Oh, okay. Serious.
I got scared.
Yeah, me too. I was like, what's going on?
오징어 머리 위에 작은 선 안을 밖으로 나가면 죽는다.
Oh. Oh, you die. You die.
That kid's shirt's gonna rip. Oh, there it goes.
You get in big trouble with your mom. Don't care. He wins though.
Well, universally all mothers know how to sew. Just fix it.
그 순간 나는 세상을 다 가진 것처럼
I played some fun games kind of like this when I was a kid. But I don't think it's going to be fun going forward. We had a game called Balloon and it was awesome.
It was violent?
It involved like kind of...
Punching each other?
No punching.
Stabbing?
Not at all.
No, I don't know how it's the same.
Oh, that looks yummy.
나 주는 거야?
가영이 생일인 건 알지? 까먹지 말고 치킨 저거 하나 놔.
생일인데 선물이라도 하나 사줘야지. 좀만 더 줘봐. 내가 대리 뛴 것도 다 갖다 줬잖아.
너 대출 받은 한 달 이자도 안 된다.
Dang.
아프다면서 몇 푼이 나온다고 그래.
Well, maybe you ought to do something. He's totally not going to buy anything for his daughter, is he? I'm assuming it's his daughter.
Oh, I mean, that's obvious, isn't it? What is that?
It's an ATM card.
아니,
What?
내 생일 맞는데.
이 엄마 생일 같은 거 해봐.
엄마 생일?
No.
엄마
You don't even know your mom's birthday?
Oh, damn. This guy's...
생각 잘해 뭐 다른 거 없어?
Don't do it.
카드 원하시는 금액
오늘 우리 딸 생일. 아 요즘 노인네가 나보다
I knew it. Oh, he's a
What
gambler.
an irresponsible degenerate. He put all the money on this.
Yeah.
So he loses again, and he has to do the Squid Game? Whatever that is?
I imagine so.
Oh.
Okay, now don't go spending it on stupid shit.
아메리카노 한 잔 사드세요.
People do that in casinos all the time.
Yeah, I know, it's a tip, I get it. But
Yeah.
야, 그런 거 말고 더 비싼 것도 괜찮아.
this guy spends money faster than he gets it. It's crazy.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no. Loan sharks.
아빠도 사랑해.
Oh, shit.
Oh. Ew. Oh no.
일단 이거 받으시고 나머지는 제가 다음 달까지.
Where'd it go? Oh, the girl took it? Did the girl take it? Oh shit.
봐봐. 아이고.
Oh, don't lick it. Oh, you're gross. That's grody.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
코피가 왜 잘 나는지 알아?
Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
여기 지장 찍어. 여기 진정 하나라. 안구 하나 대신 가져간다.
인주.
Use your blood. Oh.
아 거기 나오네. 그래 거기 구.
Damn.
What are you doing, dude? This is a scam.
He's trying to win something for his daughter.
I know, but why don't you just go to a store and buy it? Oh my god, that kid is gonna go after him and he's gonna win something.
그렇게 생각 없이 아무거나 집으니까 안 되죠.
It's
Aww. Is he late? He's late to pick her up, or no?
어제 엄마랑 새아빠랑 스테이크하우스 갔었어. 근데 난 떡볶이가 훨씬 더 맛있어.
She's nice.
She's a sweet kid.
엄마가 이런 거 불량식품이라고 못 먹게 하고.
That stuff is good though.
가영이 생일 선물 사왔지롱.
What is it? Is this something weird? Oh shit. Is that a real gun?
I don't know.
Is it someone?
여자도 요즘 군대 많이 가는 거. 이제 살아갈 세상은 남
Oh. Oh, okay. Phew.
담배도 꼭 끊고 내년 생일에는
This is painful.
Yeah.
This whole thing is so painful. It's like she just wants to be next to him, basically.
Yeah.
왜 이렇게 늦게 데려와? 얘 옷도 얇게 입었는데.
아빠 안녕.
들어가.
This guy's got a long way to go for me to like him.
잠깐만.
I'm guessing there's some kind of prize in this Squid Game thing.
Yeah, that's the premise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Who are you?
This is where the offer comes in, right?
잠깐 시간 좀.
It's a talent scout.
예수 안 믿어요.
Oh.
선생, 저랑 딱지치기를 하셔서 한 번 이기실 때마다 10만 원을 드리겠습니다.
He's a gambler.
반대로 제가 이기면 저에게 10만 원을.
Oh, Lord.
Don't do it. You don't have that money?
선공을 양보하겠습니다.
His nose is still, that's a nice touch. His nose is
Yeah.
still bleeding from the last time he ran into those loan sharks.
Oh. Did he get it? I don't understand.
I don't know this game. It's like Pogs, I guess.
Oh,
it.
you gotta flip it.
그럼 몸으로 때우시면 됩니다.
몸으로요?
Oh my god.
뺨 한 대 10만 원 까드립니다.
Oh my god.
한 판 더 해.
He has no dignity. Oh my god. His face is gonna be black and blue at this point.
It's rigged.
God, he's just stop, dude.
It's too good of an offer.
He's like, this is how they figure out who's gonna be good at the game, right? Did he get it?
Yeah.
But does he stop though?
No.
너 이리 와. 나 면상이래 돼.
Don't you want the 100,000?
10만 원입니다.
He's gonna keep playing, right?
Oh, he won some
Oh, he
more.
won more money.
성윤 씨. 빈자리가 얼마 안 남았습니다.
That's how you get him.
That actor's perfect.
Yeah.
He perfectly played that talent scout.
Yeah.
We won a lot of money.
Yeah, it's still not enough to pay off his
It's
loans,
not?
though. No.
I don't know.
He owes like hundreds of millions of won.
I don't know how much that was.
상우 요즘 뭐 하나? 회사 잘 다녀요? 상우 집에 오면 나한테 연락 좀 하라고요.
Give the money to your mom.
안 들으면 됐어요.
Give it all to her. She deserves it. Oh god, what's gonna happen now? Oh no. He's like a bleeding heart, isn't he? Is he gonna give the cat some fish?
너 남기면 안 된다.
Oh, I got scared.
I know. I thought something bad was gonna happen
Me
too.
too. I was like ready for it. The cat's gonna die. What's gonna happen? Oh,
No.
okay, nothing.
It's just a shot of the cat.
자, 엄마 용 떴어.
Oh, that's his mom.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about that for a second. I'm like, did we just totally act racist and confuse the two older Asian women?
Toads. But I didn't see her too well in the beginning.
Or maybe that's his grandmother.
남의 돈 훔쳤니?
아, 노름도 아니고.
Oh, that is his mom. Okay.
내 얼굴, 내 몸뚱아리를 진짜 죽다.
So who was that other lady? Just a fish market lady?
Yeah, I guess so. Or his sister, maybe. I don't know.
That might make sense, actually.
아니 지금 애랑 새 남편이랑 내년에 뭐 다 미국으로 간다 하더라.
Uh-oh.
내년?
Oh, that's what that was. You'll probably never see her again either. Opportunity practically drops in your lap like that. You got no choice.
Yeah. It's like, it's too good. It's too good.
Got to do it. I like this actor, though.
Yeah.
I think he's really good. It's like, as much as I don't like what he's doing.
You don't like the character.
Yeah, I don't like the character.
Yeah.
He still, like, is able to induce empathy in me.
Yes.
Even though it's despicable.
Yeah, totally.
There we go. Down the rabbit hole we go.
게임에 참가를 원하십니까? 참가를 원하시면
It's a commitment.
It's always like a bad idea if they're like, oh, do you wish to participate? All you have to do is give us your name and your birthday.
Dude already knows everything about him, so
Yeah.
that's just his signature.
Exactly. It's like, do you consent to us potentially killing you?
I guess what I'm wondering is who is this for? Is it for television or is it for like the wealthy who want to see people tortured, like?
Or if it's like some sort of psychological experiment?
Or that, yeah. But I would imagine it's like a gladiator game.
암호는
무궁화 꽃이
It's very ominous. You haven't seen any of their faces yet.
I was wondering if there are other people in there.
다들 피곤한가 보네요. 저
Are they drugged?
게임하는 데까지는 여기서 얼마나 걸렸나요?
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
Gas. Go to sleep, buddy. That stuff's not good for you, so at least he was the last one in. They're getting gassed over and over again.
Oh, right. Yeah. And they might be picking up some more along the way. There's still space in the van.
No, I think it was the last one. He said there was... Didn't the talent scout say they only had like one person left? Or
No,
one
he said
space
there
left?
were a few spaces left.
Shit. It's like a really bad version of Maze Runner or The Hunger Games.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many. Maybe it is like a TV show. It's like a scary Big Brother. This is very ominous looking as well.
God.
영감님 저기 456명 왔네요. 영감님 1등으로 오셨네?
See? He was the newest one.
얼마 안 남았어. 내 이 머릿속에 혹이 생겼대.
I don't know.
내 종양.
Oh, man. Oh, that's the girl
That's
who
the
stole.
girl, yeah.
네가 몇 대 맞는다고 마.
너한테 빚진 거보다 갖다 바친 게 더 많아.
Oh. Oh. Oh, he's...
목이 너, 너 맞네. 소매치기 너. 내 돈 내놔. 내 돈 어디 있어?
Dang. I thought he was going to rescue her for a second.
Yeah, I know. It's unexpected.
네가 시켰냐? 내 돈 훔쳐오라고? 이 개새끼.
This is very unsettling.
Yeah, but what's the significance of the square? I feel like I'm about to play some PlayStation.
6개의 게임을 모두 이긴 분들께는 그에게 상금이 지급됩니다.
그걸 지금 믿으라는 겁니까?
여러분께서는 그런 저희를 믿고 모두 자발적으로 어떤 강압도 없이 이 게임에
That's right.
Free will, that's right.
You said your name and birthday, bitches.
상금이 대충 얼마나 되나요?
한 게임이 끝날 때마다 돼지 정통에 상금이 적립될 겁니다. 바랍니다.
Shit.
Why is no one asking what happens if we lose?
Because the assumption is you'll just leave.
Right.
It's a stupid assumption, but when you're desperate...
And a player who refuses to play will be eliminated. Games may be terminated if the majority agrees. It's like, it's going to be a test of human nature and greed.
So it's like what's that game that it's the Japanese movie that takes place on an island?
Battle Royale.
Battle Royale, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Battle Royale was more like Hunger Games. Well, Hunger Games was more like Battle Royale.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this is Cute.
Is Escher?
Yeah. It's like a
Wasn't sure if I
Lego.
was saying the name right. Who's this game for? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Well, that's some wild visual effects.
Yeah. Camera? It's so disconcerting to not see their faces.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. It's like they're in a studio.
It's like the Edge of Truman show.
Uh-huh.
야, 너 어떻게 된 거야? 네가 여기 왜 있어? 며칠 전에 너네 가게 갔었는데 너네 엄마가 너 해외 출장 갔다고 하던데.
Oh.
형 다음에 얘기해. You never know what's going on with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
People you're jealous of might be going through something too.
That's right.
You can begin now.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다입니다.
Oh.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다를 외치는 동안 전진할 수 있으며
Oh my.
결승선에 들어오는 분들은 통과입니다.
They have 5 minutes? Oh my god, this game is so stressful. Oh no!
324번 탈락.
방금 무슨 소리예요?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's...
Where'd the gunshot come from? Her eyes?
I don't know.
야, 너 탈락이야, 병신아. 개쇼하지 말고 일어나.
Oh no. Oh no. What?
Don't move.
Nobody move! Nobody move!
Oh, that's where it's coming from. Oh, this is they're taking out a lot of their players real quick.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out who the main cast is real quick. Dang. Grandpa's got balls. Oh shit.
You can't move at all. You gotta hold absolutely still. I thought
Have you
the
never
rule was.
played this game before?
I thought the rule is just like don't step forward.
No,
not swaying.
you have to stay absolutely still. You're a statue.
내 생각에 저 인형이 동작 감지 장치야.
Oh god.
숨으면 감지되지 않아.
Oh, she's got it sussed out as well.
She's gonna push him down.
No, he's her body shield.
지금 한 대 더 쳐줄까 네 뒤통수?
하지 마 제발.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh, they don't have a lot of time left.
Oh, that was nasty.
Ooh. Grandpa's like, I got this. Oh gosh, no, dude, no. This game is about finesse. It should be called Squid Game.
That old guy, just like
Yeah.
rooting for him.
He's like, I get this. I understand. Oh gosh.
So close.
How long? How long? You gotta go. You gotta go. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Oh, it's the guy who was like, I was wondering about this guy. It's like not Korean.
He's Indian.
He's Indian. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I read about him online. Wow. What a move. Help him across. Help him across. Help him across. Come on. Yes.
Wow. Oh, they all dead.
Oh no. Dude. Oh, okay.
You might as well have just ran. It's like the timer ran out. Oh, that's crazy.
Where are they?
Damn. Oh, man.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow. Well, damn. That was intense.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I was expecting it to be intense like that, you know, but just based on people's reactions and mainly my brother's thumbnail, because I saw him doing a reaction to this as well. Like, you know, we were suggested by friends and fans of the channels to do reactions to this series. And then I saw my brother was getting hit with the same quest. I'm like, okay, here we go. This is the next thing.
This is the thing.
And so seeing his face, I was like, okay, I see what kind of show this is going to be. And knowing that it's Korean, I'm like, okay, I can kind of suspect what they're going to do here, because Korean cinema tends not to pull its punches.
Nope.
Man, like, it got crazy. It was a bloodbath, literally. They set it up really, really well, because, you know, you see where this guy's coming from,
yes.
the main character.
Because they start you out with character.
Yeah. I don't remember anybody's name in the show.
Not yet.
But, like, the main character is just a desperate, degenerate gambler. He's kind of an awful person, right? But he's put himself in this predicament where he's desperate. He has to do this crazy opportunity that any sane, normal person wouldn't do.
Well, yeah, and that's why they have deliberately picked these people, because they're so down, they're so low on their luck, and they're just drowned in so much debt
and sorrow.
Yeah, that this seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a sketch offer.
Well, what the worst idea becomes a good idea.
Yeah.
When you're in that kind of a predicament.
Exactly. That's when you know you've hit rock bottom.
Exactly.
When someone's like, oh, do you want to play a game and just basically sign your life away? Yeah, you could win lots of money though. And you're like, oh yeah, that sounds great.
It's interesting to me that the first guy they killed off, they didn't actually show you. And I guess that was a good move, because it was one of those things where even though you and I knew what happened and what was going to come, you still were sort of uncertain. Right? Let's say that you didn't see my brother's thumbnails and people weren't hyping you up, and you're just watching this for the first time, completely, you know, not privy to anything that's going to happen. You wouldn't be sure. Like, maybe he was playing.
You would be like the other players.
The guy who was right behind him, yeah.
No, like everyone else. Everyone else was unsure in the beginning.
So it was
like, oh, what?
It was a good setup. It caught me off guard, because I wasn't sure that that's how they were going to play that moment in terms of the revelation of violence. But then, man, it just like amped up.
Yeah.
But it was necessary. And I think what made it more palatable or easier for me to stomach was after a moment I realized that it was CGI blood, that they were CGI squibs, basically.
Well, yeah, that's why I called it Squib Game.
Yeah. That made it easier for me, because it was like, that's a lot of death. That's a lot of on-screen death. And it was insane.
But like, I feel like for us to kind of get invested in this show, it was necessary to take out a bunch of characters. Because when I saw how many players were involved initially, I was thinking, oh, wow, that's a lot. Like, even when you see them first standing there together, it's like, that's a considerable amount of people. But they've taken out, like, I want to say maybe like 75% of them at least right now. So then now we know who our core group of characters are. And this being a Korean show, I'm like, nobody is safe. I don't know if even our main guy is going to make it through to the end of the show, because
it's Korean.
Because it's Korean. They could just be like, you know, cool, we'll kill him in the 8th episode just cause.
Right. He could be at the 10-yard line and they're like, no, you're out, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
I mean, they kind of teased us with it a little bit. I mean, because, you know, he's the guy that we're already hooked into. He's our protagonist, right? And then we think he's going to fall at the last second. And then that other guy, the Indian guy saves him. I couldn't help it. I did actually read stuff on the interwebs about this show.
Okay, I don't want to hear
bits
anything.
and bobs. I won't tell you anything, but I think that's a really great setup for this character because it already shows us the type of guy he is. Because in a situation where it's, you know, everyone's out for themselves. Yeah, he does something really nice and he helps another player. And I feel like that might come into play later on because one of the rules that they were talking about was if all of the players agree, they can terminate the game. And it's like, how selfish or how altruistic are you? Because I'm sure this is going to be tame. Because I feel that as the episodes progress, it's going to get crazier and crazier and crazier. Like, if you thought this was insane, just wait until we carry on. There's 6 games, there's 5 more to go, and I feel like it's just they're gonna keep upping the ante. And so the question is gonna be like, if we all decide to quit, maybe no one gets the money, but we all get out alive. And are we too selfish that we won't do that, or will we actually do that? I feel like that's going to be something that might come into play later on.
I'm surprised at how much I was rooting for the main character by the end, because the way they started out, I really didn't like him. I just, you know, if I encountered that kind of person in real life, I would despise that person so much. You have this daughter that needs you and needs you to be responsible. Because, like, I think that I have a really strong pet peeve with irresponsible parents. That's a huge pet peeve of mine. And so to start the show out with this guy who's like taking from his mom and not being very concerned with being responsible towards his daughter. Like, obviously he loves his daughter, but like, he's not responsible. Like, you know, he took the money that he was supposed to spend on her and gambled it. Like, what kind of person does that? I have heard gambling is considered a disease.
It's an addiction.
Gambling addiction is considered a disease.
Yeah.
I don't have a dog in that fight because I don't have a gambling addiction. So I don't know anything about it. I haven't read into it. But nevertheless, it just is like, when you have a kid, for me, that shifts everything. And so I really didn't like him at the beginning, but I liked the actor and I liked the way it was being shot. I liked the way it was being set up because I could feel where everything was going. I'm like, okay, I see, you know, the trajectory sort of, you know, based on my suspicion of what the show's about and, you know, what's going on. And the way the talent scout or the, what else would you call him? The person who goes looking for,
I guess talent scout.
First off, that dude is a great actor. I think I've seen him before.
I feel like I just don't know where. We've seen him before.
Yeah.
He looks very, very familiar.
But that whole scene was great. And then like the trade of like, okay, I'll slap you instead of getting 100,000. It was like, it's easy. Like, you see exactly why someone would do that. And it makes you see his face is all red. So
he's not pulling his punches either. Like, he's going for some heavy hitting slaps.
Right. And so from a filmmaking standpoint, storytelling, filmmaking, all that, I think this is solid. Like, the way that they are doing this is great. The colors in the show, the framing, it tells a very, very compelling story. Even if you don't have the subtitles, even if you just have watching this silent, all of this makes sense to you.
Yeah.
That's what's important here. From the facial expressions to the camera angles to, you know, where you are environmentally, like, you still will get this even if you don't have any audio. And that is a mark of good storytelling, in my opinion, in my estimation, because like, even if you miss the subtitles, you'll still know what's going on.
Yeah, there were moments where I wasn't even paying that much attention to the subtitles because I could understand what was going on just visually.
It's an extremely visual show. Even the small stuff, which I'm sure the guy won't come back until maybe the end of the show, but the loan shark, like, what a great pick for an actor. Like, the casting in this is really strong because I was afraid of that dude. It was our first few seconds with this guy and I was afraid of him.
Yeah.
That's really strong casting. That's really strong. I don't know if it's writing, directing, everything all kind of came together. Acting. Yeah, all of it. Like, I was afraid of him. So they did a really, really good job of making me feel things, right? When they were killing all the people off, like, I forgot what the word is for that when you're just like cleaning house. You know,
Right.
You're getting rid of people who aren't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? There's this term in my head. I forget what it is. It's when you make a huge change in your YouTube channel and you lose subscribers who are not on board with. Huh?
It's a culling.
It's a culling. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I associated with from talks with MCNs and stuff like that. When you do a big change in YouTube channel, that's what this is here, right? And so
they're culling the people that are weak, like the people that freaked out and ran.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, obviously you're not going to make it because you're not following the rules. You're not listening, and you're scared. You don't have the guts to follow this through. I thought it was really interesting that it was the old guy that immediately understood what was going on, like, because he was the only one moving for about 2 rounds.
he's probably seen some shit.
He literally has nothing left to lose,
Right?
Because he's got a brain tumor. He's going to die anyway, and he's already old, so he's just like, he gives 0 Fs at this point. He's like, whatever.
It's weird because you're kind of rooting for him, but you don't know anything about the guy. You don't know if he's a bad dude, right?
Well, yeah, that's the interesting thing as well about the characters that they're introducing. Like our main character, we kind of don't like him, but then there are things that he does or just like, I don't know, I feel like his heart is in the right place. Like he kind of means well, even though he does some truly despicable things like stealing from his mother and gambling.
This is one of those
that.
things that you get out of Korean cinema is that you get mixed feelings.
Yeah.
And you just have to move forward with it. And that's life, yo.
Yeah.
Like it's not black and white by any stretch. It's very colorful and there's a lot of gray in there. And it's fucking frustrating.
Well, yeah. And like we have that girl as well, the pickpocket girl. Like what's up with her?
That is actually incredibly good casting because the thing about it is, she stole from the main character, and so you kind of hate her, but she's very cute.
Yes.
And so you're like, oh, but do I hate her because she's kind of cute? And so it's almost like she's a wolf in sheep's clothing or something.
She has a hard edge about her,
Yes.
though. But I think it comes from her past, which I'm sure we're going to learn more about.
Well, her being this woman with a small frame and she's easy on the eyes, it makes it easy to have sympathy for her, even though you probably shouldn't.
Yes.
You don't know anything about this broad. She could be the most wicked one in the whole bunch. I mean, the fact that she pulled that dude back in the middle of a game that she knows is life and death, that is fucked up.
She has no love for that dude, though, because he's done something horrible to her. Like
we don't know what, though.
Either he was her pimp or...
We don't know.
No, because she was talking about it. He seemed to imply that maybe she owed him money or something like that. And
Sure.
and he kept making her do stuff in order to pay it back, but it never seemed to be enough. And so she ran away.
I thought you said you missed the subtitles.
I'm a very fast reader.
Okay.
But yeah, so there's something going on there. Like she absolutely hates him. But I wonder
Sure.
if that's going to change as people start playing the game.
I get that. I get that she hates him. But like, there are people I hate. I don't know that I would throw them to the ground to let them get shot, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I thought all around, like, this had me hooked.
Yeah.
And it leaves you with a lot of questions, like, who the hell is this for? Because it can't just be for this one person. I mean, maybe it's this one dude who's a billionaire and sets up this game just to amuse himself.
Yeah, because regular Netflix just isn't enough.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
you gotta watch like real people kill each other, like the good old days of gladiators and stuff.
Well, I would imagine that as the show goes along, maybe we're going to discover that it's for some kind of an audience of like wealthy, the elite. That's
most likely.
That's what comes to my mind, is that it's for people who have just endless money to spend. They just need something
There's
that's
no
messed
thrill
up
in life anymore.
Exactly. They need something that's like a gladiator ring. I think the sickest part of all of this is that they're taking this innocent child game and making it horrifying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it, like the way that he described the Squid Game in the beginning, it's like if you didn't win, then you died or something. A lot of kids' games are like that. They're
Life and
very
death.
absolute.
Yeah.
It's like you win or you die.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it is interesting that they've just kind of really taken it literally.
Yeah.
It's like you actually die. You'll take the game seriously then, won't you?
The interesting thing about the way that this is conducted in general, I mean, I suppose this is true of anything that's like this. I haven't watched Battle Royale. I did read and watch Hunger Games. And in a scenario like that, I feel like it's one of those things where you can't stay there, right? Because then you'll die. You have to move.
Well,
but if you move wrong, you die. You have to move in time with the red light, green light stuff, right?
Yes.
And so it's fascinating to me because like it's the culling of people running away, which is the wrong move because if you run, you get shot. You're not playing by the rules. And there's something remarkable about that and I can't articulate it. It's something about humanity and survival and being, I guess, vigilant. There's something in there. I haven't quite found the words for it, but it's a thought that's like kind of brewing in there. Maybe I'll have it on the next episode.
Well, it is kind of testing human nature, isn't it? Because it's testing your will to survive.
Yeah.
And in order to survive, your willingness to play the game and how far you will go to survive and how far you will go to achieve your goal, even if that means, like, at the end, the main character literally steps on someone else in order to cross the finish line. Like,
oh, no, he stepped on someone else by accident, but they did show that twice.
But I think that's symbolic
right.
of, like, people will literally trample on each other to get out of a bad situation.
Well, they did show a specific shot of someone getting their head stepped on, and that whoever that was, because it's some random runner who probably got shot, him or herself, that person didn't trip. That person stepped right on someone's head to keep moving forward. And you're right. There is something there about how we will step on each other just to get to the finish line. Unlike the Indian guy who stood it right away. That's what I was going to say earlier that I forgot. I thought that was a remarkably good choice. I don't know why they did that, but I thought it was a remarkably good choice to have that Indian guy because he sticks out. You see him and you do not forget him.
Well, yeah, because and I think I read an article about the actor who plays him.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, the director specifically wanted to cast a non-Korean.
That's smart.
In that role.
That's
and
smart.
Yeah, and like he really does stick out. He's been living and working in Korea for like 7 years, I think.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that was a good choice because you remember him right away.
Yeah, right away. You're like, oh, you don't look like everyone else.
Yeah.
What's up with you? But you speak Korean. That's cool.
Right. Well, the clever thing about that is when they showed his face, it was for a split second, it imprinted.
Pretty much all of the people that spoke in that moment all became key characters.
Yeah, but for me, he stood out the most for obvious reasons.
Right, yeah.
Regarding what we were saying a second ago, just to wrap this up, there's something about like just survival of the fittest that's there in my head. I don't know. I feel like there's a life lesson in there about how to behave in moments of fucking crazy danger. It's like running in a frenzy is not the best idea.
Don't panic.
You don't panic. You have to assess the situation and figure out your way forward. Because if you panic, you'll mess yourself up, and that's not good for anybody.
Yeah.
Right. And so again, I'm having a hard time like finding that thought I'm trying to articulate. But I feel like that, good stories leave you with thoughts to dissect, like lessons to, not always, but like you want to know, when you watch a James Bond movie, there's not really a lesson you're learning in that, right? But like oftentimes good stories leave you with lessons, things to kind of munch on and go, oh, okay, like that's something I would apply to my life because art influences life influences art, et cetera, et cetera. And so there's something about how to survive in life in that game at the end. I'm trying to hook into, but I can't quite like get the words right. You know what I mean? But hopefully I'm making some kind of sense. I'm a strong believer in vigilance. Wherever you are, I'm a strong believer in vigilance and just looking out for yourself. Even when I go for walks around the neighborhood, I'm like, as much as I can, 360 degrees in terms of my awareness of where I'm at, because you just don't know what's lurking. I'm one of those idiots who's at a restaurant, I like to see the front door. You just don't know what's coming through. Not that someone's coming for me specifically, but I want to know what's coming through. I like everything the show is doing, and I like that it makes you think, and so far at least, and I like that it makes you consider, at least to some degree, your own life and how you should be living it. I think that's the thought.
Sure. And I'm sure, like, as we go along, I'm already, like, mulling over a deeper thought, but I want to see more of the show before I articulate it.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. And if you're watching this on Patreon, thanks so much for supporting us here. Looking forward to episode 2. I am Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.